Alright everybody, here's another update on my B9 robot. This is part 3. I had the torso completely done. I'm going to get ready to assemble the lights and sound the light unit and the speaker inside and start slowly putting this together. I have to touch up some yellow on here and a little red on here. And the colors I chose was insignia yellow and Chrysler engine red, also used for the claws, and it turned out pretty nice. The brain over here, I just have one 805 SMD in it, and it looks pretty good. I'm not doing nothing fancy to the brain. The part underneath won't light up. These little rods that have on the end of them, they could be lit up, but I didn't want to go through all that. I'm just doing the basic build for the robot. It still looks good with the one 805 SMD. And when it's all together and the brain lights up and the front lights up and he talks, I think it's going to look pretty cool. This is complete and finished, ready to be assembled. On the tracks here, these were the most challenging because I had to sand them several times to get them to smooth out the seams. This one I'll have to take down to the spray booth tomorrow, touch it up a little bit more with some chrome, and then mask them off and paint the treads. In the instructions it says use charcoal gray, so I googled that and it showed me on Google like a light ghost gray or ghost gray for the tracks. And I have that paint in stock, so I first was going to go with flat black, but I think I'm going to change it to light ghost gray when I paint these after I mask the tracks off. But this was the most fun of the kit. The biggest challenge was to take the seams out. The torso wasn't so bad. A little bit of work and it turned out pretty nice. What I did do, didn't like the aluminum, so I painted it chrome, which these tracks are all chrome. When I apply the flat clear coat that I have here, will bring it down to an aluminum, and it turned out really nice. And I'll do the same here once the treads are painted and I take the masks off. I'll hit it with some dull coat and it should turn out just like the torso. I figured I'd share this with everybody. I also painted this and it turned out pretty nice, and I figured I'd share this with everybody on the progress I'm doing with the robot B9 part 3, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, here's another update on my robot. Working on the head assembly and have it all together, and it turned out pretty nice. And I'm testing the SMD that I have in the brain, and looks pretty good. I'll kill the overhead light here so everybody can get a better look at the head assembly. I think it turned out really good. Just using one SMD in the head assembly. I know some people build this kit, put more than one in, but I didn't want it to be too bright. And I'm slowly putting the robot together, but I figured I'd share this with everybody. Right now it's just running off of one 9-volt battery. I figured I'd slowly be putting this robot together today, and started with the head assembly, and I figured I'd share this with everybody on the robot that I'm building, and everybody can get an eye view of the head assembly and maybe by tomorrow, keep my fingers crossed that I'll have them done, and then I'll have to start working on the base. But I'll see if we can get up a little bit closer here to where everybody can get a better look at him, the head assembly. That one SMD is just doing a great job. It's an 805. It's the smallest SMD that they have out there. I thank HDA Model Works, and I'm going to continue on building the robot today. I figured I'd share this with everybody, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, here's an update on the robot. I got the head assembly finished. It's looking pretty good. I only have one 805 SMD in the brain. I'm going to go ahead and put some power on right now. I have it set at 12 volts. I think the SMDs go up to 18 volts, but it's going to run off a 9 volt battery. So it'll be only running off of 9 volts, which I'm adjusting that right now. That's about 9 volts right there. It's looking pretty sweet. I figured I'd share this with everybody. I'm working on the robot a little bit at a time. I have the torso almost finished. I got everything inside and ready to wire that up. I'll film that as well. But I figured I'd share this with everybody on work that I'm doing on the robot. And like I said, the head assembly is finally finished, looking really good, and everybody have a great day. Alright everybody, back on my B9. I finished the treads, worked on them over the weekend. They were a big challenge. The seams were the biggest challenge. A lot of sanding and puttying to get them to look like they are right now. And I'm happy with the results. I did paint the treads with light ghost gray, and on the inside here, which you won't see when the treads are together, I put this little bar resin plastic to give it a better support for the treads. On the inside here, it comes with these little pins to line them up, and I just didn't think they were going to give it a good steady support there once they're together. So I came up with this idea of putting this piece of plastic right here, and then when I mount them together, should hold them together pretty strong and won't have to worry about them ever coming apart. I noticed a few guys are doing this on the internet for their builds, but I figured I'd share this with everybody today. And now I'm going to start putting the robot together and filming that, and I figured I'd share this with everybody, and everybody have a good day.